TV.
Yeah, my dog, one of my dogs, well, he ain't my dog no more, but one of my dogs, mama had got shot in front of us in the hood, in Hilltop. Yeah, she got shot in
Really?
front of us, yup.
Okay, and you're how old?
I was probably like 11. Yeah, like 11, 12.
Okay, so a 12-year-old is seeing someone get shot right in front of them.
Yeah.
What does that do to a young mind like that?
It was so crazy. I was so close to my dog at the time. I'm watching him cry like, and then I'm seeing her lay down on the steps. She lift her arm shirt up. She like, I'm shot. I'm like, this is really going on. You feel me? That night, like that just fucked my mind up. That just showed me like, cause you know when you a kid, you don't think death real. That showed me that death is real. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, and she actually died?
Nah, she ain't die, but I'm looking at her bleed, and you know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Okay, what was that situation over?
I think it was like a fight or something, an argument or something like that. And then shots got fired and she ended up getting shot. Miss Prunish. Yeah.
Okay, sad. Sad. Okay, so that happened at 12.
Yeah.
What started to happen after that?
You sound like just growing up, like you know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, just in terms of like the drama and the violence and everything else like that, because it seemed like things started to just kind of keep going like that.
Yeah, it get worse. Okay, and then that was when I was in elementary though, right? So when I hit like 6th grade, that's when like I jumped out the porch, like got my first piece of pussy, like got my first gun, and you know what I'm saying, evolving and seeing like different shit. And this when I actually moved from the north side to the west side of Jacksonville, and this was like when I started jumping out the porch for real. And like this is where I got my first gun, first piece of pussy. It was just like a lot of stuff, different stuff coming at me so fast. And my first clubs, I went to my first clubs fighting and all type of crazy stuff.
Okay, why did you feel as a young teenager that you had to carry a pistol around?
It was just a lot going on around me. Like, okay, we walk in the clubs, like we walking in every club, like 50 deep. Like, and the people, like some of the people we used to get into it with, they was older than us. And like they always had the advantage. They had the cars, they had the guns. So we was young. Like only thing we think about fighting. So it just came to a point where like hell no, we can't keep getting shot at, and you know what I'm saying? Hell no, we finna get posed. We finna protect ourselves. Yeah,
Right, and you actually started losing some of your friends at one point.
yeah. I lost my first friend in like 9th grade, but my daddy had died from gun violence before that in 2011.
Oh,
You know, but I lost my first friend in 9th grade, Aaron Brooks. Yeah,
okay. Well, let's talk about your father for a second.
yeah.
You were how old when he died?
I think I was like 13.
What happened to him?
He had got in an altercation with somebody. He beat somebody up, right? And I guess after he beat the person up, the person couldn't take the ass with him, so they shot him. You know what I'm saying? They went and got a gun, came back and shot him.
Okay, and in terms of your dad getting into it with people, was that like just a strange occurrence, or was he someone that was really in the streets and really out there thugging?
And my daddy was thugging for like Rick. His name Rick the Ruler. Like he ran his block, like the whole 21st and Murder. Like he ran that section. Like that was his section. He from the north side too, but he from like another part of the north side. But my daddy ran his section. Like he was a real big gangster. Like yeah.
Okay, and in terms of what he wanted from you, for you, I mean, did he want you to follow his footsteps, or was he trying to kind of push you away from what he was doing himself?
To be honest, I couldn't even tell you because I was with my daddy, but we would like we wasn't together long enough for us to, you know what I'm saying, for him to see me get on the football team, and he just died, you know what I'm saying? I was young, I was like 12, 13, so you know what I'm saying? We didn't get to do much together, like, you know?
I mean, how bad did that hit you, being 12, 13 years old and losing your father?
That shit fucked my head up. Like, that shit fucked my family, his side of the family, and we had lost my grandma like probably like a year or two before that. So that shit just shattered everything for me. Like it was just a messed up situation.
The guy that killed your father, was he caught?
Yeah, he had ended up getting caught.
Okay, and is he still in prison?
Yeah, I think so. I don't really be keeping up, but I know he got caught for sure for it.
Did you personally know who that was or who that is?
Nah, I was young.
Okay.
He was an older dude. I don't know who he was from Cannon Paint.
I mean, do you still feel some level of anger or revenge or something towards the man that killed your father?
Of course. But I know how the streets go. Like, now I do it like I know what was really going on. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, when I was young, I didn't. Like, I was like, damn, like, people really kill, like, take somebody you love from you, like, you know what I'm saying? But now I know what was going on, so yeah.
Okay. And then you end up losing one of your close friends.
Yeah, Aaron, ninth grade. I was like
Okay.
15, yep, 15, 16.
What happened with that?
Well, he was in the neighborhood we used to be on called Clyde, and he ended up getting killed. Yeah, he ended up getting killed. It was just a crazy, like, whole day in school. Like, we was hearing about it, like, but we didn't get the confirmation till one of our other friends that came to school and told us. So when that had happened, like, we started a riot in school. Like, we had fought, like we were just going crazy about it, like, you know. 'Cause that was our first bit lost, like, our 15-year homeboy, like, who we had lost, you know.
That's sad.
Yeah.
That's sad. I mean, when things like that happen, you either kind of accept it as part of your life, or you think, well, maybe I need to get up out of here because I could be next. Because here's my close friend. We're probably doing similar things, and now he's gone. I'm still here. Same neighborhood, same people, same situations. Did you want to? You know, I know you're still young, but were you thinking maybe I need to just get up out of here?
See, it was like, yeah, but then again, that shit sent me like full throttle in the streets, you know? Like, it sent me like full throttle in the streets, like, and it's so crazy because we was still playing football then. Like, we probably like, it was like probably like my 8th going to 9th grade, like that summer, we was still playing for La Villa, a team called La Villa, but we was still toting guns at the football field, like, because we was still into it with people, you know what I'm saying? So even with trying to change, we was still like going through shit, and then we just lost him. It was just all the way over with, like, it was all the way over with the football, all that. I was in the streets.
Well, then at 16 years old, you get shot yourself.
15.
15?
Yeah.
Okay. What happened with that?
Okay. So, this was like my first day of school, like, because I had got kicked out of a school for fighting, right? They sent me to an alternative school in the Ops Hood who I was beefing with, like, they sent me, it's called Grand Park. They sent me to this school, right, in my Ops neighborhood. So, one of the boys from that hood actually died that morning, and they thought I had something to do with it. Like, and he died getting on the school bus. So when I was on the way to school, when I got there, everybody was like, "Bro, they say you had something to do with such and such dying, bro. We know you had something to do with it." Blah blah blah. So I'm like, hell nah, I was on the way to school, which I was. I'm like, I'm on the way to school. So it came to like fourth period. I was finna fight like 3 people. 3 of the same people in the same hood. So, okay. I get off the school bus. Mind you, now, I ain't thinking of nothing. Like, I been taunting this man all day, like, him being dead. Like, knowing that karma real, I ain't thinking of it at that time, but this what showed me karma real. I been taunting him all day on Facebook, the person who died. So I get off the school bus. I walk through the cut. I'll say probably like 5-10 minutes later, somebody pop out the cut, go to shooting. Boom, boom, boom. I got hit on my hip, and my hip popped out of place, and I was just crawling, looking back, looking at him still shooting. You know what I'm saying? So as I'm crawling, I crawled to like this house with this lady sitting on the porch. I'm like, I'm shot. I'm shot, ma'am, I'm shot. She was like, I don't give a fuck. Get the fuck out my yard. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm shot. So after that, I just turned over. I just laid on my back and I just like passed out. Yeah.
Okay, but he still got the gun and still shooting at you?
Yeah, he could have walked down him. Like, he could have stood over me.
Okay, but what, there was too many people around, so he ran off?
Nah, he was still shooting. He was still shooting that because I was with other people too, right? I was with like 4 or 5 other people. So as I'm crawling, he probably thought I was dead or bleeding out or something, like, because he was still shooting at them. So yeah, I turned around, laid on my back, and I just passed out. Like, by the time I woke back up, I saw police in front of me. Then I passed out again. Then I was in the back of the ambulance. And I passed out again. I was at the hospital. Like, I was just going in and out.
Okay, so you wake up in the hospital, and when it comes to a shooting, you know, the police are going to be there questioning you about what happened, right?
Yeah, they was, bro. The police was acting like I wasn't a victim. They was like, oh, the person you beefing with died that morning. They say you had something to do with it. We know you had something to do with it. I had to prove to them that I was really on the way to school, but it ended up getting cleared, though. It ended up getting cleared that I ain't had nothing to do with it, you know? Yeah, they would more or less treat me like the suspect than the victim.
Okay, and the guy who shot you, what happened with him?
I don't know who did it.
Okay.
I don't know who did it.
Okay, we'll leave it at that. Okay. You lost your dad through gun violence. You lost your close friend through gun violence. Now you get shot. Does that change who you are as a person at that point?
Bro, it just like all them events was making me worser. Like I was in the hospital like straight thinking like somebody really just tried to take my life. Like that showed me like I gotta fully protect myself like at all means. Like that sent me like in the streets 24/7. I stopped going to school. Like cause I got shot getting out of school bus, so I can't go to school. They know where I'm at 24/7 now. You know what I'm saying? So when I stopped going to school, I was just in the streets 24/7. Yeah.
Okay, so you drop out of school.
Yeah.
And now you're basically just hanging out, doing whatever for money.
Doing whatever. And then it's so crazy. After like I healed up, really I tried to go back one more time. After I like healed up from my gunshot wound, it took me probably like 4 months, 5 months to learn how to walk again, something like that. I tried to go back to the same school. They told me when I walked in the front office, I'm like, hey, I'm here to re-enroll. I'm finally healed. They're like, oh, you can't come back to this school. We can't tell you why, but you can't come back. You're going to have to find something else to do. I'm like, what? So y'all really denying me from my education. I was like, shit, fuck it. That's just God. I don't need to be here. Fuck it. And I left.
Okay.
Yeah.
During this time, are you starting to get arrested at all or not really?
I was getting arrested for little petty shit, like petty theft and like little shit. There wasn't no major shit yet.
Okay. So you were getting arrested as a juvenile?
Yeah.
So they would send you to juvie. You would spend, what, a couple weeks there?
I'll probably spend like half a day or a day and then they'll let me straight out. I ain't kept a serious charge until I hit probably like 17 years old. Yeah, probably like that was probably my first serious charge. I kept getting caught with guns.
Okay, what happened at 17?
So one day, me and two of my friends who deceased and one of my other homeboys, it was like Christmas Eve. It was like 12 o'clock. Matter of fact, it was Christmas. We went to a movie theater in something called Orange Park in Florida, right? So as we riding through the parking lot, we being young and ignorant. Like everybody we riding past, like we showing flashing the guns out the window, this and that, blah blah. So boom, we not even paying attention. Like the whole time we flashing the gun, showing everybody out the window. The police pulled behind us, probably like 2 deep, hit the lights. So we tried to take them on like a 10-15 second chase through the parking lot and got caught instantly. Like we got caught, they beat us up, all type of junk. Threw us in the back of the car. We got caught with like 4 guns.
Okay, and at that point, are you being charged as an adult or just a juvenile?
They was trying to. I was the only juvenile in the car though. The rest of them, everybody else went to the county jail. I was the only juvenile. So when I went to juvie, that was probably the longest time I did in juvie. I probably did like a month. Yep, I did like a month, and then they straight let me out. They let all us out.
Okay, I mean, you got lucky.
Lucky, yep.
Lucky, because if you're catching other gun charges, I mean, they could have thrown the book at you.
If I would have caught, they told me, if I would have caught one more, see in Jacksonville, you go to something, like when you're a juvenile, you go to programs. They said if I would have caught one more gun charge, I would have went to like a level 8, level 10 program. That's like probably 2 years, year and a half. You know what I'm saying? I would have went to a program.
Okay, so you get lucky. You get 1 month.
Yeah.
Coming out after that month, did you be like, I need to change my life? Or are you like, all right, I'm going back to what I was doing before?
Back to the streets. I went back, that's when I went to like, trying to like rap, like, cause I was always like, everybody knew me for knowing how to rap. I was dropping music. I had an old SoundCloud, like dropping stuff I recorded on my phone and on my laptop and stuff. But I wasn't trying to take it like, I ain't gonna say serious cause I ain't blow it yet, but I wasn't trying to like being in the real studio more. And once I did that, like it clicked in my head that I can rap like good and people wasn't taking me serious, like, yeah.
Okay, so now you're taking the rap seriously. I mean, you were doing it before as a teenager, but now it's like, all right, I need to either do this or I'm going to end up just going back to prison or getting killed.
Definitely.
Okay, and was your name Fulio in the beginning?
Yeah, it was Fulio, but everybody knew me as Lil Charles, like, because I always rap my hood. I'm from 45th, so everybody always knew me as Lil Charles, but then, like, after my god brother had died, like Kendra, that just